Prepare for trouble and make it double, or triple, or quadruple, because we've got some news. So for our first bit of news, the Safari Zone event in New Taipei City is currently underway, and with the start of this event, the shiny form of Oddish is now available worldwide. Also worth noting is that during the time of this event, which is from now until October 6th, Oddish will be spawning more frequently in the wild worldwide. So for those of you who are interested in getting a shiny Oddish, these next few days will be the best time to do so. For our next bit of news, the Stardust Blast is back and it is here from now until October 10th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. During these next few days, you'll be able to get double the amount of Stardust that you normally would from hatching Pokemon from eggs. You'll get double the amount of Stardust that you'll get from catching Pokemon either out in the wild or through raids. You'll get a guaranteed 2,000 Stardust from any raid that you battle in, whether or not, and that is guaranteed whether or not you actually do defeat the raid Pokemon or if you're unable to do so. And you'll also be able to get double the amount of Stardust from any battles with any Team Go Rocket grunts. So while this event may not be a very substantial event, to me it is still a very great event because any chance to get more Stardust more quickly is always a welcomed event. In other news, there's a brand new loading screen that will be coming with the next update to Pokemon Go. And this loading screen is particularly interesting because it shows some major additions that are coming to Team Go Rocket. While it is not the most noticeable thing on the loading screen, one of the big things to point out is that you can see the Team Rocket leader Giovanni standing menacingly in the background, and he seems to be in front of what a lot of people on Twitter and on Reddit have been pointing out. He seems to be standing in front of what appears to be the Viridian City gym, which does make a lot of sense considering that is his gym. Joining Giovanni on the loading screen, there are a bunch of shadow Pokemon. A lot of them are shadow Pokemon that have already been released, but there are a few new additions that are worth noting on this loading screen, which include Absol and Mawile. Giovanni is also joined by 3 brand new members of Team Go Rocket that we haven't seen before. Starting with the guy standing on the left side of the loading screen, we have Cliff, which besides being just an absolute unit, when you look at his official picture on the Pokemon Go Twitter page, he is also rocking a Pokeball Style, kind of goatee of some sort. So, bonus points for creative facial hair, I guess. The next one that is mentioned is Arlo, who is the guy that is sitting to the right of the loading screen, kind of sitting on the stairway. From his appearance, he seems to be the standard research and development kind of guy, and I'm assuming he's probably probably the one who developed the way to create these new shadow forms for each of the Pokemon. And last but not least, we have Sierra, who, judging by her position in the loading screen as well as her appearance, I'm most likely going to assume that she is the second in command out of the 3 of them, being second only to Giovanni. So as of right now, we're not entirely sure how these new Go Rocket how these Go Rocket bosses per se will make their appearance in Pokemon Go. My assumption would be that they will be taking over gyms in the same way that the Go Rocket grunts are taking over Pokestops. As of right now, I'm just primarily basing on the fact that it seems like the conflict is being held. Sorry, give me one moment. And admittedly, this assumption is primarily based on the fact that this conflict that is being shown in the loading screen is taking place in front of a gym, although it could be possible that that gym is pretty much just a reference to the fact that it's Giovanni's gym and may not have anything to do with actual gyms in the game. But also worth noting is that you can see the top of a gym kind of in the back left-hand side of the loading screen, so that could possibly also be an indication that these new Go Rocket bosses will have some kind of impact to the gyms in Pokemon Go. So for our next bit of news, there are 4 new shirts that are available to purchase over in the Style Shop. These new shirts come in as a collaboration with Original Stitch, and it's there to celebrate the US release of Pokemon shirts, which, in case you're unfamiliar with Pokemon shirts, is an online service where you can create custom shirts with prints that are all based on the original 151 Pokemon. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description down below to the Pokemon shirts website in case you want to check it out. Personally, as of right now, it's a little bit too expensive for my blood, but I will say that a lot of the designs are, I would go out to say, very creative, and I definitely go recommend checking it out if you're interested. For our final bit of news, a few days ago, a new item was discovered in the game code by the Twitter user Trails, and this item is a ticket for what appears to be a special event called a Colossal Discovery. And this event is set to take place on November 2nd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at your local time. Right. Since this is currently an unreleased item, the day and time may change for this particular item before it is released. And this item is worth noting because a lot of people seem to speculate that the event that this ticket is for, Colossal Discovery, is most likely related to the legendary Pokemon Regigigas, which makes a lot of sense considering Regigigas is the colossal Pokemon. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this item to see if there's any new developments on it, and I'll definitely update you guys when more information comes and or the moment this item gets released. So that's all of the news I have for today. I will see you guys in the next video.